own boxes. It must be beautiful. And then Haven.
What do you mean the change up from Tarek? What change up, bro?
Yeah, there's so many.
I've been seeing that guy dug his own grave. He made 3 big mistakes. He should have spoke to an adult.
Yeah, and we can
straight up. He should have spoke to an adult before doing any of those
Heretics
things.
went for here. That waylay just didn't look quite good. That was featured in that series up against Apex earlier on. It didn't look like it suited them by any means. But we focus on the game for now. We'll touch back in on this
now we are lying.
Not
what?
Role swap, but
about
the
what?
agent change up coming through. But it will be, of course,
right,
Heretics
focus.
on the defending side.
Heretics are ready for this mid.
Well, there's one thing to be ready, it's one thing to deal with it. Miniboo saved by Woot there, but the patience pays off.
I stay
Takes
for
the
2.
TP out,
and that's why I'm stuck immortal.
Yeah, surprised that BBL have all this utility with the triple initiator. And
I'm already over this match. It's going to be a wash.
Almost
off guard.
I'll say it right now.
Util
this is going to be 13-5, 13-7.
Punished off the back. They're left with 3 standing. Sociable, Levin, Profek.
And I hate to say this, but BBL is not as exciting to watch because they don't have full Turkish team. I would rather lose as 5 Turks than do this shit. Personally, I'd rather go the foot route. I'd rather lose as 5 Turks.
The shot's real nice as well from
win
Benji.
with
Quick
2.
trade though, that they don't know about. Boo.
Straight up,
This
dog.
man,
This is not the same, man.
Waiting patiently, and he gets his reward. Sociable now trying to maybe
BBL's
cut off
Turkish
the
org,
system, but they can
former Turkish
play
team.
the numbers now. Even
now it's
Miniboo
mixed.
waiting there. It's lovely from Heretics, but
Racist? No, yeah, everything is racist, bro. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, if I want to talk about the compositions a little bit.
Yes, please.
The triple initiator is, in my opinion, is an attack-sided composition on this map. You have all the utility to take all the space
Even if I'm not Turkish.
If the opposing team
Even
tries
if
to
I'm not
re-clear you, it
Turkish.
doesn't matter. You can just util back. All this recharge utility.
It's way cooler for that
so
country to have 5 people from that country on their team.
And the opposite side, Heretics' comp isn't supposed to be an amazing defense comp. It's got double duelist, which traditionally is going on attack. If they can start getting some rounds on this defense side,
like imagine
the pistol,
EDG randomly became a mixed team. It's not as hype, bro. Well,
mentally, I'd check out a little bit in these rounds, but we have been
that's
seeing
different
these
though.
back and
EDG's
forth
like
moments.
a
Maybe
big,
not so much with
Titan
these
team.
2 teams as such, but I do want to keep a little bit of a close eye on it. It seems very all in for now. Gonna have to
it would
go
probably
through
be
their
hype regardless for them, but for BBL, anyway,
now,
it's fine. Whatever,
Benji's
dude. What are
already
we
got
yapping
one
about?
just, I imagine, revealed there potentially, or actually no, it doesn't even look like the assist was on that one, so maybe just a shot in the dark, but rewarded nonetheless. And this approach is already not finding what they want.
This is the worst map for Jet.
Heretics felt
on
reminiscent of last year, the Benji Cypher, Rian Soba on the same site.
So it's only cool to have people of a certain country in that country, bro. If you guys rage bait, I'm gonna ban you.
And speaking of
I'm gonna
Benji, what a
ban you,
return
bro.
to form for
If
him.
you guys rage bait me and it works, I'm gonna ban you. I'm just letting you know.
You roll your mind back to the
if
kind
you
of
rage bait me and it works, you're gonna be banned.
2-3 Ks every time. It felt like closing out rounds
So
for Heretics.
bait accordingly.
Starting to see a little bit more of that from him as well. Love to see that.
Only if it works. If it doesn't work, you're fine.
And for Heretics, it has been this road of recovery. Kickoff was a disaster.
If it doesn't work, you're good.
Yeah.
So for them, what a return of some of these elements. And I think that's one of the things we're impressed with this team is the resilience overall.
30 seconds left.
This is looking
That was bad, boo.
simple stuff. Oh, he's
Me
put it
and
on the
Wu,
show
bro.
for us, but maybe Sociable, he gets another. Yeah, well, it was a nice try, making something out of nothing, took 2 players down.
Yeah, we didn't quite touch on Wolf
I just
yet,
feel like being on a
but
team with your
he
bro
switched
is
to it on the
insane.
pro as well for the double duelist. Again, not traditionally.
And I can't believe their aliases.
You
think Miniboo? Wait, are you allowed to change your alias as a pro?
I can't die Wu is basically how that goes.
Yeah.
Wu to Miniboo this stage
Yes.
have been phenomenal.
No,
Like beyond phenomenal.
Like in tier 1 though, in
feels like
tier
they're
1.
almost sometimes underrated
Inspired
for what
did
they're
it,
doing.
but like
It's
a franchise
statistically,
player,
even
can they
just
change it?
visually, how good they are here. Certainly deserving their flowers throughout this run. However, Bite come in here for BBL.
Food to Victor? That was before he was in franchise, wasn't it?
Here.
That was
The
before
Bulldogs,
franchise
the
league
Guardians,
started.
and it looks simplistic. Yeah, very singular in approach here. Boo, gonna be
This is
forced off
bonus.
from the high flash. I think that should at least allow them the sight.
No
Finesse to
sentinel
finesse?
on the attack
I don't
side
think
for
so.
BBL
That was
means
before
that Miniboo
franchise,
can
dude.
Get this flanking undetected.
You say undetected, but there's a player put to place on this. Done for. Magnum sat back down.
Anyway,
Miniboo
whatever.
so swift with it. And now they've got problems, right? Nowhere feels safe. So BBL maybe looking for some security. A quick dash to split the ideas of where they want to push from and hold from. But Benji there Gonna find
Oh, you guys are
Yampy.
falling
There is
apart,
not
bro.
much going right for BBL in this one, and this strangling hold of
Social
this
Bleed
site
was
is gonna
playing
get
good.
harder and harder to breathe against. Rien's now taking the steps. It's Mini Boo to
Flawless on
clear the
bonus?
last two.
Might as well go
And
fuck
Heretics
myself.
look very,
What's the
very
Observer
comfortable
doing?
on that retake.
Yeah, that's a worrying round for BBL. They're playing to their comp strengths to some degree with the Teo bursting in, but Heretics
I'm watching you from
identified
work and my
already
job is on the
one of
line. Can I at
major
least get a
weaknesses it
sub?
has.
Bro, close the stream and get back
like
to
I
work,
said
dog.
before, this is going to need to be a big attack side for
This
BBL.
is gonna be an easy
This
2-0. Come back on your break.
composition matched Head to head, sorry.
Yeah. No,
This shit's over.
just watching this one back. Again, the early identification.
Whoa.
I think I can lip read that.
What did he say? Let's fuck.
The early identification and
fuck?
even the fact that they're pressuring those backlines so early, you know, that first buy round coming in, they've already ripped that away from BBL. The fact that Miniboo's on that backline pushing in, taking away Magnum. And it's a cold
so
start
fucking
for
good.
BBL
That is what he
here.
was. That's
Look,
what
we know
Benji
they're the
says
underdogs
usually.
in this regard. We know they're coming in on the back foot.
If
You're
Miniboo gets
up
3
against
kills here, I'll take his
basically a
crosshair.
flawless
1?
run team, but
Aw.
they need
Why
something
does he
to
play
work
so
out for them here. Some of these
disciplined?
players yet to even get
He
on the
always
board.
gets one and
It
gets
feels very
out.
cold.
So
Yeah,
fucking
when
weird.
Miniboo's
In
opening
NA we
up like
stay.
this, like already looking warmed
We
up.
stay for 2 or 3. We
Highest
go for the
rated player
movie,
this
dog.
stage, I believe, so
He keeps
far.
being after 1.
It's looking great for Heretics.
Certainly is, and this is the map choice of BBL, so this somewhat frozen start when you know that Icebox
That's
is
why
looming.
EU is better. Good one, bro.
That could be recipe for disaster. However, we wait to see if there's more life in
I
them
mean,
yet. We've
Heretics
been
is
giving a lot of
definitely good,
credit
right?
to BBL.
I haven't seen them play in a
playing
while,
within their
but
means perfectly. If not
they've been good.
over-delivering in some aspects, some very talented individuals, the coaching staff, everything about them we've enjoyed. But it does feel like maybe they've hit a bit of an overmatch here.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they're not rocking the Tejo,
There's some
though.
teams I think in our league that can
Double
learn a
duelist
lot
for
from BBL right
Heretics,
now.
huh?
But Heretics looking different levels right now.
Holy fuck.
Gee, I like this.
Holy fuck.
Taking a risky approach, slipping back towards stairs to supplement the site.
What a flash.
And just eats the flash. The flash was, I don't know who
30
that even
seconds
came from in the end, but at this point, Yampy and Magnum, can they still get under the skin? I don't think so. Absolutely
Observer,
not.
how would you go
Heretics
to the guy B main
making
after
them
that?
look,
Nah,
you know,
I'm not gonna
they're on
lie.
college level,
I hate
amateur
this,
at this
but
point.
the EU
Nothing
observing
seems
has
to be
been
going
dog
right for
shit.
BBL. I need to see
They
them
need
with a buy.
Prius.
I need to see them back firing here.
Yeah, and that's the big problem. When you lose that pistol, lose that bonus, you start to look a little bit.
Okay,
a little
I
bit
need to
silly.
try observing
Like,
again.
We're looking at
I have to remind myself how hard it
essentially
is.
the second, well, the first real gun.
I've been talking a lot of
is already
shit.
4-0 down. I'm surprised
Why are you
BBL
live at
on
this
that
time? Why are
bonus
you here
round,
at this time?
Going for an all-in approach. Traditionally, they go a bit more.
I hate
spread
that
out
question,
with a
bro.
Triple initiator, sorry. Taking a bit more of that map control. I wonder if they're going to switch back to that style, or they go for this all-in style. Looks like they're going to continue with the all-in style.
The tempo change potentially here, but still the setup, still Benji to have to handle. If he suppressed, that'd be marvelous, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. Levin looking for anyone, but
He's so
for now
fucked.
struggling to get cleanly on the site. Already hindered slightly, but halfway open, but the TP taken. Miniboo's here, locked in visually, plays
No,
it forward.
the
He's dealt
eye.
with. Nice from BBL, very heads
Benji?
up work.
1,
Hindered on approach,
2.
through from Catwalk, Benji!
If he got 3, I would've
Back-to-back
cried.
kills, but BBL fighting through.
Yumpy.
They've got
1v3
potentially
for
a plan here.
Woots?
They have numbers advantage. This is what the
Dude,
doctor ordered.
Heretics are just fucking so
Woot
good.
against them in a 1v3.
Like, all their players are on point,
Any
huh?
isolate. He has a fair fight on the first. Yampy, would you be your first challenger?
Wow, you
Not
went for a
gonna
wide
happen.
swing.
Big
That's why.
round from Yampy there. And a nice reaction from BBL. This time, able to make it through onto the site.
Yeah, BBL, it seems like they've changed game plan completely. It's going to be an all-in style with this composition, trying to overwhelm the sites with Teo. I liked Heretics' approach and reaction, though, again, playing a bit more of a retake style, knowing that holding these sites is going to be a little bit difficult. The flooding didn't quite work, though.
Is BBL not doing the arena watch parties anymore?
That came through. Starting to see that more and more. Magnum doing his work, yet to get on the board, at least kill-wise, but certainly facilitating that push to be as comfortable as it felt, even though with all that drama going on.
Oh.
Operator still in play for Woot, though. Big investment here.
Here we see the Sentinel utility being used on the A side of the map as an anti-KO ult setup here for Heretics. Expecting Yampy to use the
how do they
KO
flush
ult
him?
early.
Oh, it's going to be Woot then standing to attention. Does he get punished early on here?
Tried to
Yeah,
shock.
he absolutely
Wait,
is,
that's
but
big
Rien's still
spam.
holding the line, denied
What?
Oh!
Happy?
What is that from Rien's? No vision, doesn't matter. Sociable gone.
Behind you, brother, behind you, brother.
Woot's tucked in the corner. This is
Face
still
your
fine
what?
for him, apparently.
What's up,
No
bitch?
pressure for this man. Where's that
Ugh.
pressure coming from A main, though? Yampy didn't need
Damn,
the
nice
support
shot.
until then.
You couldn't hear
Miniboo
it.
left on his own. Does go down, leaving Profik in a 1v2. He's
Can't break the
sprayed down.
They're so good. Green's got
Little
2
to
through
be done in
smoke.
that, it felt like. Even in all that chaos, Heretics still looking like they're in control.
Yeah, Heretics reading
Heretics
the KO
team is just
beautifully, knowing
stacked,
that
bro.
there's likely going to be a
Seriously.
fast round using that
This
KO.
team is just fucking
Rian's got some
stacked.
beautiful kills. Wu in a very awkward position still manages
They
to
have
do
no
damage.
weakness.
Yeah, the fact he's still able to fire off from there.
remaining.
Bloody hell.
Heretics look like they've been practicing Ascent.
And we were kind of talking about this. This is
Those
a BBL
jerseys are kinda
timeout.
mid,
Do not
though.
fear, the stage will not be going red just yet.
They
but
got us
it was of all the
Big
events.
dog.
So they need to make one of them
come in maybe a little bit hotter after this timeout, maybe readjust mentality. Because so far they haven't really been testing Heretics.
No, it's been a very direct approach. Heretics haven't had any problems with that.
Woot gonna put on a show for us here. Playing up towards heaven. You can see the utility coming in. That's gonna be handled by Boot. And away we go! Levin brought out of the sky! And this is just a simple purchase, but it's made it look lovely for Woot. Back-to-back impact.
Oh my God.
Good round.
Dude, this
All
is
around.
so crisp, man.
Almost got Prophet pinned there,
Damn.
but just missed the timing. Has a look. Oh, come
Nah,
on, Finn.
he
Easy,
overheated,
Tiger.
brother.
Prophet could
But
have
that
given
was
an
so nice shot,
opportunity, but you can
seriously.
see it instantly being shut here. They are flying in Prophet. It ain't gonna happen.
Damn.
Heretics about to hit that Brazil number real soon.
Yeah,
Damn.
BBL trying again. They were faking towards the B side of the map, but whilst they were faking, they executed at the same time. So the fake wasn't really coming
Timing's
through.
not there, yeah.
And then another signal for Heretics. If none of this refresh utility is being used from
That
BBL at the
first
start
one
of
was
the
like
round,
fast
there's gonna
and
be some
flick too. It was a
red
fast flick.
flags. Like, why is there no util being used? Potentially, they're going to be grouping up and execing. So
Do I enjoy watch partying more than ranked in general?
having some easy
Generally,
reads on
no.
that
Well,
anti-eco round.
Stay focused.
Oh,
actually,
boys, not
generally,
much
I
here
don't know. I haven't enjoyed playing ranked in a while. So currently, definitely watch parties are more enjoyable.
Really build that full hand up. Benji's
But
got
I
his,
used
Boot's
to
got
enjoy
his.
This is a
playing
must-win round
ranked.
for BBL.
It does feel like the difference of a complete blowout, or maybe you know, get enough
but it
rounds
hasn't
on
been
this
like
side.
that
But
for
you're
a
already
while.
talking about the comp, how it suits this side, and they should be trying to get as many as possible. But Woot, once again, right place, right time. Levin on the receiving end of that 3-3-8 more often than not. And this is just going to start feeling so uphill.
This is fucked.
I didn't realize how good Woot was with his operator.
But he's just
Been phenomenal.
And he's everywhere. It feels like you're not getting away from him. There's something very oppressive
What's
about
stopping
having
you
to
from
deal with
continuing
someone
Pro
on the
City?
top
I'm trying to figure it out,
who's just
bro.
constantly around the map.
It's
We've
just-
seen him in the previous
I'm
round
gonna see
towards
this
A
league, let's
Heaven.
see.
Yep.
We've now seen him
Let's
towards
see
B
what
main.
happens.
This needs to be added to the checklist for BBL to remove that, identify it. But right now, this checklist feels like it's already missing steps.
Usually, with initiators are supposed to stop the
Yes.
operator, and they've got 3 of them. It's not happening right now.
Good bit, pussy.
He's here again,
Look
omnipresent.
at these cages, dog.
And
Go flash. Go flashes.
just caught the flash
Well,
in the
Benji's
end, but then
here.
Benji allowed to swing. It's still a nice combination, still effective trading for Heretics as BBL trying to take those next steps in towards the site. Once again, they're going to at least
3v4
get
post.
towards a plan here.
Social
Social,
bleed
the only one
needs 2.
disconnected from this.
Do they clear that?
Still standing
They
on
definitely
A.
do.
Manageable with the operator. Utility for the post plant.
They must
I mean,
look.
Sociable's there, but he's got a lot of work on his hands. Sacrificial
What
on
a
the first
trade.
swing. Boo goes down, but
What a
Rienz
trade.
trades it. Again, numbers still on their side, but the HP is becoming a factor. Rienz on 27. Yampi's
Wow, the lineup.
patience. The discipline there from Yampi.
Should be over.
Just gorgeous. Did he get both? And it was a needed round. They might just get it. Woot, though,
Nice try.
not going to work out.
Yampi saved
Magnum in
them.
the end. Going to secure BBL their second.
What's the criteria for being invited to Pro City?
Yeah, Yampi
That's the
there leading
biggest
from the
issue
front.
I'm going to have. I had a
It's going to
criteria
be
set.
difficult to
I'll have to look
replicate
at
that
it.
round specifically,
But having
buys
a
them
strict
little bit more
criteria
time
is the
to
only
figure
way
out
it
what's
works
going wrong
well.
on this attack.
But people are going to complain about not being in there.
One enemy remaining.
But that's the only way it works. So that's what it's going to be.
These are the
But
sort
we're
of
going to figure
games,
it
though,
out
you look to
if we do
your
it.
likes of Yampi's, your big boy players who've got that
see.
experience, who can keep them mentally in this game,
Do I
focused up, so
enjoy
coming out with the op as
because I'm
well.
allowed to watch CWC. Would I like the qualifiers? That's exactly what I was asking in my chat the other day. It's kind of a shitty situation because Sentinels are going to be in it, so I was trying to figure out if I should like only cover the Sen match or
but look at Mini
what I
Boo.
should do.
Gonna
And
use
chat
this as almost a
said,
get out of jail here.
from
but
the
at this
decision,
point,
I
damage
think I'm
once
gonna lean
again done.
towards.
Number
I'm gonna watch
advantage.
the event, but I'm gonna do a charity campaign
Everything Heretics
while
are
watch
doing just seems
partying,
to be working.
so
Like
that it's about Valorant and it's about a good cause. And that way, it's
And I
at
quite
least
like
a
that.
little
It
bit
feels
better.
very
But I feel like
disruptive to
missing
pull out a
out
really
is
aggressive
just
round,
fucked because
almost like
all
a
the
Hail
top teams
Mary.
are there.
At those sort of points,
So
momentum
I think my
completely then
plan
just gets put off
is
track.
to do some sort of charity while I watch, where I match it, and then I also will do like donations for aces or some shit like that.
Jungle camp
Wait, am I auto ads on?
from Benji.
We'll do like what we did for Shanghai.
Out in the foliage, we
So
see
like
young
I'll
Benji
set
fishing.
goals for certain things. If they happen, then we'll
But they're going through the list of trying to remove some of
But
this
yeah, I
utility.
mean,
In
it's a
the
shitty
meantime,
situation, but I
BDL
think that's the
taking
best thing we
steps
could
towards
do.
middle. And Heretics already kind of understanding that space has been left somewhat neglected. You can see
I think
Boo's
it's a shitty
reposition. You can see
situation, but I think
Rian
it's the best
shouldering
thing
that
to do.
angle. So awareness is there. And there is no pressure through B main. So it
Yeah.
all comes through
I don't
market.
know.
30
Who smokes
seconds
himself
left.
off here. He's
Because
got
all the
timing here
teams
that
are
he
there.
can hit.
And waiting on the contact from Rien's. Oh, more than contact. But there's the kill. And there's Boo striking off the back. Lovely little synergy, a 1-2 between them. Yampy, you got a clutch for me here. He knows Boo's
What's the
waiting.
problem with EWC?
Similar scenes on either side. Old
I won't be the best person to break it down to you well, so I would just go on Reddit and read a little bit or
This would
research.
be magic for him. But it ain't gonna be easy. First one not gonna happen. Heretics is 3. Striding back in on the site.
Yeah, one thing I want to touch on here is that we were praising BBL for
Team A.
simplifying
Reddit
the
equal
jet
research?
picks. Like Levin's been
Or
very good.
just research
since
how. I mean, I think
simplifying
Reddit is
jet,
not
the
a,
teams look
Reddit is
better.
not a bad
On the map where
source
you
of
see
information.
Jets farm quite a lot. Levin having a
It's just
poor performance so far.
opinions.
I'm not going to put it all on his back
So
necessarily.
you should do your
but
research and read
he's not
Reddit.
being set up for success here.
And I mean, if we talk about that, let's.
Very clean, boys. Let's go.
Does look mechanical,
If
doesn't
you
it?
want
But if
real
we talk
answers
about that
from
bigger
real,
picture here
if
as
you
well,
want answers from real people,
we
then
can't ignore
Reddit,
the
I
fact
think,
that
yeah.
Heretics were the
But
one
like,
that put
obviously
the
you can
likes
do
of
like other
Durka
research
in,
too.
back in his box on Icebox. That was one of those where they're very good at handling these jets, handling these traditional plays, these aggressive plays. Certainly not the first instance we've seen them achieve this.
Half buy? No.
Let's see if
Full
Levin
buy.
can once again try and approach this. A lot on his shoulders here. It'd
Sideshow
be
made a
lovely to
video,
have a
there
little
you
bit more front line working for them.
It's a KO again for BBL. Same strategy as
Set up.
before.
Boo, same place this time. We saw last time around Rien's actually define the double through there. That looked like a leg it is.
Like-
Magnum down only 30. Rien's
You
now
run through
takes
the
his
smoke?
time and strikes. Magnum gone, but they take away Mini
That was
Boo,
kind
so
of
the
a troll-
site is
that was a
looking a
rank
little
play.
bit more vulnerable, potentially
That was
a
low-key a
farm.
ranked play, unless you had to
need
read.
at least get the time on their side. Spike now being shuffled in, and oh my word, Boo, he knows his angles, and already a pre-take here. Wu wants all eyes on him and wait for the others to come through as well, but BBL fighting back.
He gets that
Couldn't
kill? Holy
control in
fuck,
the end.
bro.
Profit from the back
Wait,
lines
Benji's
doing
late.
wonders, leaving just Benji alive.
That was nice movement
Freeze
though.
that clutching,
His teammates
coming
just
back
died.
on for them, but the time is low
He
here.
has 2 cages.
Not an easy scenario. Can he find one?
Nice
He
try.
absolutely cannot. BDL clinging on to life with a third now in their pocket.
And because of Yampy's performance so far, it means he gets that KO ult for a second time. KO ult and Ascent being one of the most powerful ults in the game. Heretics had the read again, how to
I
play
don't know what
around
you're talking
it.
about, Giovanni.
Maybe doing the exact same setup wasn't the play, but they were ready
Who
for
plays
it.
after
BBL
this?
able to convert
Liquid
off the KO.
and someone. Put?
Need a little bit more
Fnatic,
of that
sorry.
from Yampy
Let's
too.
go Fnatic.
Keep those spirits up, keep them feeling good. And yeah, this is
Take your life.
Yeah.
first time we're seeing this.
What?
for Wu.
It's his
They've
first
now
time
got
upping the
2
whole
rounds
split.
to prove that they don't need heroics or a KO ult to win some rounds, BBL now.
Early control over towards B main though being showed here by
Is
Heretics.
Liquid Fnatic the banger match
Putting
today?
pressure
Probably.
towards it. Feeling no resistance now.
It's
They
always
should
a
allow
second
that
match.
cheating of the third player either towards A, which I think they're getting here with Rien's. Here comes the paranoia. Minibu forced off this, but Wu out in no man's land. Can he make it his own? He absolutely can. Trying to find a little bit of a corner to play from, and he's got it. He's not been traded. He's not
Wow,
gone down.
imagine.
He knew the swing was coming, but he couldn't hit it in time.
Wait,
Rien's and
Rien's
Minibu
keeps
still
getting
fighting
smoke
from the
kills.
site. Got Heretics what they need, this time willing to take the challenge on the site itself. Not sitting so passive, but Minibu popping a lot of damage here. Profec's got ult.
Good TP.
Spike's down in a precarious position.
They have
55
Omen
seconds,
ults.
they have time to work.
Yeah.
Spike down towards short though. Wonder how they're going to approach this. Prophet does have his Omen ult, so that could be a play they do. You see Benji already rotating towards B in case that happens.
You've got so many bodies, they don't have to take a risk. They can leave it.
Benji's
3,
staying
1,
B. He's
2,
already
2.
ahead of the
They can
play.
do whatever
Stays
they
out. Thanks
want.
for the 10 gifted, bro.
Sociable needs to get a kill here, really,
Appreciate
to alleviate some of that stress. But can they split their attention? Profect trying to
You clear that corner. It's pretty
steps
deep.
in here. Minibu to the right
jiggle
here. There's
or,
the ice
good,
drop. Now we got to look towards Sociable.
Distraction.
Kill in time. There's going to be the salvos going through. Force them off the angle, but they don't know
Wow.
about Minibu until then. Great from
12
Sociable.
seconds.
But time, 13 seconds. It's time to get a wiggle on. Gotta go fast, boys. 9 seconds, door shut. It's still game on here.
Oh my god.
And now they know the post-bomb position, at least for Profek.
Good smoke.
Smoke comes through.
Good
And they
CP.
are divided.
Now
Can they
what?
stand on their own
1v3.
2 feet?
1v3 on site.
Crossfire now negated.
Oh, it's over.
A tap on the spike draws
Damn.
Sociable out, leaving
He doesn't
just
know he's
Profek in the
off.
1v3.
Wait, it's actually a good
Incredibly
lineup.
hard to handle now, but great damage on Benji. They're not safe yet, Heretics.
Well, they know it's not
he
half.
knows the spike's not being diffused. Can he keep his cool? Can he keep his nerve? The second try now for Heretics. Oh, what a
Good
try
job.
from Profek.
Good job for Boot to get
Boo
off.
in the end stays ice cold under all the pressure and gets
There
the
was a
defuse.
chance, actually, huh?
Really well played round at the end there for both teams.
There was a small
The
chance.
seed of doubt put into Heretic's mind with the Omen ult, and then Sociable Profek just kind of ping-ponging off of each other there. Just beautiful play. But unfortunately, 8-3 down right now for BBL. It's not looking great.
Last player standing.
Big Boo. Kurva?
Yeah, you can feel it was close, but still, again, that scoreline ever present here. Heretics firmly in the lead, and BBL still looking for more. Around to pull out all the stops as Woot gonna instantly invest the knives.
What does it
Yeah,
mean?
Boot's
It means hello,
creativity.
brother, in Polish.
I even forgot that round went on for so long. His creativity in that round, the ways he's playing is not like a Jet I've seen before.
Oh, like, I like the synergy with Minibu as well.
Yeah,
Already
and
seeing them working
Minibu's the
together.
operator player.
Oh, this is... Oh, Sociable.
Wow,
He didn't even
how
know it.
far?
He didn't even know he was walking into his death. And it feels like Heretics just constantly getting these man
Dude.
advantages early. And there's no trades to it.
Dude, that's insane.
No, there's nothing.
He walked
Can
all
Minibu
the
hit?
way up.
Can you escape
And
him?
once again,
Now
you
he's
see
upping A.
Yampy trying his best to do some kind of distraction towards B main, but this isn't a good enough tactic.
No, it isn't. Minibu will stand. And how long will he
Wow,
stand?
this
Long
guy
enough
can't
for him
dash
again.
in.
Oh my god, I thought that was on, but Magnum from
Oh,
afar still
good
gonna do
cover.
work. Profek
Boo,
saving
you gotta
him.
avenge your brother
They're
there.
digging in on this one, a 3v3.
Pop
Gotta know that
knives, make
Yappy
a-
was disconnected.
Oh my
God! A quick beheading. As now Wood plays it forward. This is looking lethal.
Wow,
It's
Wood
not
is
lethal.
fucking
No,
nice.
the
This
Young
guy
enough
can't
for him
dash
again.
in.
Oh my
Towards B main, but this isn't a good enough tactic.
No, it isn't. Minibu will stand. And how long will he
Wow,
stand?
this
Long
guy
enough
can't
for him
dash
again.
in.
Oh my god, I thought that was on, but Magnum from afar
Oh,
still
good
gonna do
cover.
work. Profek
Boo,
saving
you gotta
him.
avenge your brother
They're
there.
digging in on this one, a 3v3. Gotta
Pop
know
knives,
that
make a-
Yappy was disconnected.
Oh my God.
A quick beheading. As now Wood plays it forward. This is looking lethal.
Wow,
It's
Wood
not
is
lethal,
fucking
Wood.
feeling, brother.
As Yampy late to the
Damn.
party.
Wait, why do I start talking like a European when I'm
Door
watching
shut
a
on him.
European match? I start using like the
This
European
is a
English.
tough task here. Gotta
Oh, God,
face
never
it,
mind,
and
I
he
jinxed
actually
him.
gets his man, but look at what he takes for it. Down to 4. A valiant attempt, but not enough. Heretics now sitting safe
I'm
at
not
9
gonna
to
lie,
3
like
Mini.
this is gonna be a quick 2-0. What did I
Yeah,
say?
9-3 on
13-5,
defense there.
13-7.
The side that I had more doubts on the numbers for Heretics, but it looked like the Wu-Tang Mini Boo showed that.
And look, we've got a little bit of a treat here hearing from Mini Boo, so let's head over to that.
A quick 2-0 is ideal, man. I hate.
Question is, how bad do you want it? How deep can you dig here? That's the real question on my mind. Levin's had a brutal game. It's not been easy for him. He's got to activate now. We've got to see all of them firing on all cylinders.
And playing in a Sent with no Sentinel on the defense, it's going to be very difficult.
Turn down your ads on
They're
missing
gonna be
rounds. Suck
hitting
me.
shots,
I only play
and
ads in between the halves.
Initiator utility is
Or,
going to be
in
having to
between
get the
maps or
information
halves.
that the Sentinel would not be
All
usually
right.
getting.
BBL pistol.
Show me how much you can do. Already good info early on here. At least of some sort of presence. Whether there's commitment behind, we're yet to see. But it seems the
Fade.
slow build towards A is happening.
Yeah, Mini Boo TPing across so he can set up his
BBL
TP
Magnum has to
lineup
be the most
for the
demonic
A-split
fucking
here.
name that we have in the VCT scene right
It
now.
looks like a crunch into garden.
This is nice though to offset the tempo.
Oh, that's
Look at
beautiful.
What?
this. It's an assassination. Magnum instantly deleted.
Nice
I can
shot.
watch that all day long.
Nice shot.
But you want shots to be hit and they're doing it. Oh, there he is.
One enemy
There's the
remaining.
Levin we were begging to show up. And now Wu left in the 1v3. It ain't looking likely.
Wait, Levin
Profek,
and Social
safe
Blee are the
work
Turkish
from
players.
Yeah, Yeah, Heretics coming in with the beautiful micro
Magnum
play
is
there.
from
Whenever
Czech,
they change their comps, you can
Yumpy is
expect
Finnish,
it,
and then
but
Profek
it's
is
all on Levin.
Polish. Yeah.
Tripling his kills in the pistol round.
I mean, he needed that, right? That could be that little confidence boost, that little bit of a, you know,
I
a
think Zeus is
reminder
the
of
best
who he
Turkish
is,
player
but
right now.
watching
Thoughts?
this back, I'm
Nah.
sure
What
we'll
about
see it at
Woot
the
and
start.
Rians?
That little crunch. As I said,
Or
it was so
Alphair.
systematic, that destruction.
He might be
There he
the
is as
most
well. If
up
you want
and
to see someone
coming.
pumped up, you kind of want to see Yampy
Zeus
being
is
one
probably
of
the
those
most
players,
up and
right?
coming.
He is that emotional leader.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's good to see that despite being so far down, it's not dissuaded him at all.
Nope.
Okay, let's see
He's
the
the most
comeback.
hot-blooded Finn I've ever seen. Normally ice cold, but this guy does get the people going. Levin once again, right place. Ooh, tries to do the dodge, good damage. I mean, it's not ideal, but you'll take it at this point.
Wow.
That's nice, though. He's
Wow.
and he's setting the high
That's
score.
sick. That's sick,
Just
bro.
down a Woot now.
That's sick, bro.
1v3.
Whack-a-mole.
Not impossible, just improbable. Especially when the spy came with you.
He's good for the
It
shot.
feels like they're tracking
Ah,
his every
timing.
move here. Yeah, he's been caught. BBL now. Another clear step. This is what they needed.
Yeah, Levin did do a lot of damage there, but I was 0-0ing because
One thing about the
I wanted to
Vitality
just
drama,
see
we
him
already
get that
talked about it,
momentum
bro.
going. If you get a couple more kills,
Then you're
those
feeling it, right?
Eco Cobra momentum can lead on into these gun rounds. It would be potentially better half of
This
BBL
is
here.
fake comebacks.
Sociable here.
Sociable's a treat to watch there.
Method bites.
It feels like you put any aimer in that position, they do well. It's like
Wait,
Demon
Loon's
1 comes to mind
literally
back in the
one-off
day.
pie.
This now.
It's just a pure headshot.
It
Dude, I think
is.
I've seen a
It's
pie
real
every
nice to
single
watch.
every day
So
on EU.
bonus round is
Someone's
looking
pied every day.
sinister here for BBL.
Cave, which is off to the kind of
Auto
northeast corner
rifles.
of the map. This may be a high-level
Oh,
area if there are no
let's see
enemies
what
here
they're
that you need to fight.
Also
As
the
soon as
other
you enter, you
side.
will notice
Wait.
the music record kind of directly on your right, but you can't climb up the ledge to get it. This is a little bit of like a From Software-style troll, because this cave is super dark, and what I recommend is following the cliff's edge and keeping it on your right-hand side. Then you'll be able to basically mantle up to another ledge, and then from there you can mantle up like another ledge, and then just keep following the cliffside. What you're looking for is like a tiny hole in the ground, and that tiny hole, if you drop down it, you'll drop
They
down
have
directly
aiming.
on that music record. But what happens when you drop from height in this game is you basically do like a dodge roll, and if you drop down the hole, as you come across it, you will dodge roll forward and then fall off the ledge, and then you'll have to redo that entire path. So make sure you're jumping into the hole kind of the opposite direction, and then you can find Nocturne pour Lumière.
But it's not going to be
They're
happening.
just holding.
And then you'll have to redo that entire path. So make sure you're jumping.
They lost their control. I don't know why that took so long to do
There's been a
something.
lot
I
of
guess they're just
discussion
waiting
about
now.
rounding IGLs, how well they're doing
Direction,
across
and then you can find
regions here,
Nocturne
but
pour
Boo to me is still one of the brilliant ones. A great mind for the game.
Absolutely.
What happens when you drop from height in this game is you basically do like a dodge roll, and if you drop down the hole as you come across it, you will dodge roll forward and then fall off the ledge, and then you'll have to redo that entire path. So make sure you're jumping into the hole kind of the opposite direction, and then you can find Nocturne pour Lumière. Another area we can access because we have
Pretty chill round. They
Maybe
just
just
waited.
the one smoke for Boo. He used the smoke earlier on A.
Boo
Maybe
lurk.
waiting for the
30
second now to
seconds
exit B. It's going to be all on
That's the right
Yampy's
call.
shoulders on this B side of the map.
Alright.
Tough spot for him.
This ain't going to be easy. Sociable now noted they've getting a good read of where these players are, and here it comes.
Wow,
And there
that
goes
scaling is
Yampy,
nice.
unable to really put up a fight
Wow.
for 13 seconds. It felt dicey, but Heretics
It's
slowing
almost
down the
like-
tempos worked wonderfully for them. This bonus not
No,
finding
wait
the
a sec.
damage that BBL would have been dreaming of. And
Bro,
that's
that's
a little
bad, bro.
out-
That's
a
very
little
bad.
out there.
That is
Not
so
for
bad.
Profek. Gonna need a
I'm
lot more
sorry.
of that.
There's no way you're just
It's
dashing in
vulnerable.
like that. Go for a kill, bro.
But the numbers stiflingly favored towards Heretics here.
Oh, that was not it, man.
Okay, Profek, Paranoia.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Hold on.
guess Loon
You
is
gonna make me
like
pay
zero
attention to
confidence
this,
right
Profek?
now.
Let's see.
based off of
How
that one
far
play.
Can you take this? Not far
Like
enough.
he's
Friends
just
there.
kind of like
Make sure it
autopilot.
doesn't go too far. Another weapon lost. That could have been a
Yeah.
conversation. For now, though, they get to 10.
BBL just trying to do a little bit economic damage there. They knew if they could flood into that site, get the retake going, it was so important.
It was
to the context
3v5,
of
but
this
like,
map.
why is he just dashing in like this? Just maybe just peek first. Also, he didn't even make it into a smoke. I don't know if that was his intention, but that was just.
A bit unsure there for BBL's side why
But he
Yampy was
pied.
alone on the B side. Maybe that one smoke that Boo threw towards the A side of the map was enough for BBL to over rotate towards that side.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what's going
I
on.
mean,
here.
he's just going through it. I know. I'm not hating on him. I'm just. I mean, I am hating on him, but.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that was bad, bro. What do you want me to say? I was actually just bad.
try cast buddy.
But like, it was 3v5. It was unwinnable anyway.
But a big swing point here now, because this feels like if BBL get the next, then you're starting to look at the ults coming online. Then you're starting to look at that money getting a little bit more robust, and it feels like the momentum doesn't get taken away. Heretics have done kind of what you'd expect in the fact that, yeah, they lost the pistol, that's fine, but they win out on their first buy round. So far, kind of following traditional trend. This next one, though, is key to me. There's no massive ults here yet, though, either for Heretics.
Big thing for me though, if BBL were able to to win that round. The
I need
operator
BBL
could
to
come
get
online for the
eliminated and then
damage,
come back with a 5
now
Turkish
they're
team.
playing a very important round without
And I need them to lose this
for a set
match
defense, that is one
and
of the
then win their
conditions.
next match
It could
and
have
then play
changed a
foot
lot
for
of the
qualification
outcome,
and lose.
At least with maybe even confidence
I think
levels
that's what I
coming
need
to
BBL
this
to do.
part.
I need them to lose here,
Pause to get
win their
binds
next game,
set right.
play versus foot for qualification, and then
I
lose.
wonder what else Heretics have got.
And then
They've
come
got
back with a full
playing
Turkish team
stuff,
next
so
season.
maybe some more set
It's located somewhat near the middle of the map.
rounds
Go
that
into the
BBL are
casino,
gonna be able to predict.
and once you're in here, just run up to the casino
Their
itself.
next
Play
match
that
is
Was pretty
first.
underwhelming.
If they
There's not
lose
much to do
here,
here.
it's first
I believe you
round.
get an outfit from the doorman, and you talk to them and kind of say the right things. But more importantly, for us
This
here in
one
this video,
moment.
we do have a music record off to the right-hand
All
side.
right, well then I need
of
them
the
to just
casino, so
lose
grab that
both
for
these
you.
next 2 games.
We then have an area called Fall.
Jaina, what are you doing here? You want every team to be Turkish or something? See, you're just lost, bro, and that's okay. But you're just lost. You're just typing shit. This is a warning. Foreigner, this is a warning. I have your name in my head now as a warning. You type more shit that's stupid, it's one day, then it's for life. It's 2 fucking chances, dog.
Later on.
One day, then for life.
A main's going to be denied from BBL.
In response, though, they have got at least a shoulder on B main. It's going to be again Yampy. I do
What's up,
worry
Richard?
he's left so isolated so often, but I'm sure there'll be adjustment.
Nice little attempt there from BBL. They threw the KO flash over from the B side with the Haunt, trying to catch someone out of middle.
the fuck is
Nice
an
to see that
emotional
micro there.
stylist?
Doesn't catch anyone though.
Dust somewhat settling from these early moves on the board. Has Sociable seen Benji, or has Benji seen Sociable? Doing the dance back and forth here. Yeah, there it is. Pixels shown, and
Why
Benji's
is
got it.
okay?
That's a big pick here. That opens up middle, but it does leave it in the 2-2.
Look, I'm
so
fucking
it's not like they
stupid.
have a
Yeah.
huge
Why is the
advantage
fucking
until,
Teo bottom mid
well,
alone?
We look towards the site. And Luffy's in the
Alone.
corner. Magnum,
Let
this
alone
is a
that
tough
it's Teo,
position.
but why is he
Paranoia
alone?
flies by. But Profek, wait, he's got 2 out
It's
of
working,
this.
my
How's he
bad, it
just
was
found
good.
2? And they don't
My
play
bad, Teo
Magnum.
bottom mid is actually really
it's
good. Fuck
game
it.
on. Surely a 1v3 needed from Benji is not gonna happen. BBL, their patience is in the right place.
Yeah, Profek, someone I've been highlighting all year as a potential one of the best smokers in our region, I believe.
Wow,
and I
big
thought
compliment.
I thought him and
Replay?
Ruxic were going to be those players coming up from tier 2, and he's having a game right now
Yeah,
on the
absolutely
defense
is.
side.
19-12.
It was so sick. I
Wow.
don't know if this was on purpose from Heretics, but they reconned on top of Miniboo's clone and sent in him like a droning recon. I
Wait,
hope that was on
what?
purpose.
That's sick.
I don't know if this was on purpose from Heretics, but they reconned on top of Miniboo's clone and sent in him like a droning recon. I
Wait,
hope that was on
what?
purpose.
That's sick.
I hope it was.
I wanna see that again.
If not,
That's
Rians is
sick.
being flamed a little bit here.
Wait,
but
that's so
I mean,
sick because
if
that
it
means
is
you.
intentional, if
You
EBS,
have to shoot
if we
the
could ever
clone.
find that, I'd love you guys endlessly. I know I'm being a pain in the ass, but
Did you guys hear what
for
they
now,
said?
Heretics, hey, here's the change point. We were saying how critical
They said
that
they put the
last round
recon on the
was.
Yoru
Now
clone and
you're
sent the
seeing
Yoru
it.
clone in.
Now you're seeing the sheriffs. Now you're seeing the hero guardian for Woot. That's about it. Still deadly.
see that recon flash coming in again.
Oh,
BBL?
you could see it!
Wow.
You said before it didn't catch. This time, Sociable gets his man. Lovely from BBL.
But you guys were hard hating on BBL. Look at them
They're all
now.
there
10-7, dude.
As
Could
Boo
have a
and
game
Benji
on our
gotta face
hands.
the music.
Nice
Bad.
shot, Boo.
My word, easy now, there we go, 11. Okay, step by step, we gotta close the game now. Heretics not having the run of the house here.
Hold on, bro.
And
Hold
I'm
on, bro.
very impressed. Couple ults now getting
Hold on, bro. We
very
might have a game
close
here.
by.
Everyone chill.
And it looks like there's going to be a timeout already. And here,
Lunda.
yes, it kind of looks like
Wait,
it was.
replay that one more
They s-
time. I didn't see it.
The recon drone. I love. Looks like there's going to be a timeout already. And here,
Lunda.
yes, it kind of looks like
Wait,
it was.
replay that one more
They s-
time. I didn't see it.
The recon drone. I love you, EVS. Americas could never. They could never.
America's cost another tray.
Honestly, but okay, let's kind of take stock then. After I've
Nah.
actually glazed the EVS team, they'll be saying
Sure,
they're gonna
sure.
If
boy.
EU takes our
We got
drama
ults
as
coming in,
well, we're
and we've got
fucked.
a big
Because
momentum
that was our
change,
last
right?
straw.
BBL have taken back into this game.
Yep.
Now Heretics, not once turned down a challenge though, right? This is now going to be them put under the pressure to step up to the plate. We've seen a good defensive side in some regards coming out. So where do we sit
Falling
on them
leads,
handling
this will require us to
You know,
fight some
what's-
enemies that are pretty high
what's the
level,
look
so you
back
may
here
want to
for
level up through something like the
Heretics?
Endless Tower. As soon as you enter here, there's an execution flag kind of directly in front of you, and that will be our waypoint from where we start. You can't miss it on your way in. And from here, we have to find the manor entrance. To do that, you want to basically drop down the ledges, not far from that main execution flag, as we entered.
Dude, does the
And
Boo
after
Bros
making
have
way
a
down,
third
there's
brother?
cave with this kind of
They should
hanging
bring in a
upside
third
down
brother as the
lady.
coach.
And here to the left of that,
Or
you'll
is the
find
dad
the
as
door
the
that
coach?
leads into the manor. This leads into a specific room if you haven't caught on. That each door leads to a different room. As soon as you enter, you find Alicia in front of you.
That's just another angle that BBL have to potentially shut
Additionally,
down
in falling
Heretics. This round, I expect Heretics to just work around the Sova ult they have.
Yep.
Keep it simple.
Mega Boo?
Keep it simple, stupid. It's a classic. One away from Woot's ult, 2 away from Mini Boos though. 1 off from Sociables, 1 away from Magnums, a lot cycling through 11 as well. This round could really heat up. As Heretics once again, pace change though, a little bit earlier, a little bit more aggressive on taking this control, and BBL challenging some of these. A bit of a different position too, and actually willingly forcing further on A main.
Yeah, BBL can always do this with their composition. They can always go for these refights because they have so much utility. There's a utility disparity between BBL and Heretics.
What did they do?
Heretics
Took main control and gave it up?
One-on-one. BBL are going to refresh their utility later.
They're almost forcing them into this setup. Sociable spotted.
Drone going out. Drone is down.
All eyes. Did he get away with
Loon?
this? I wouldn't say Heretics.
Bro, you're gonna get cut if you don't get a kill.
Team. Oh,
Wow.
but he's found the timing just right. And he gets his reward, marks his man, Miniboo's
Okay,
gone.
he's starting to heat up, actually.
Okay. I mean, I'm starting to believe a little bit here in BBL. They've been convincing me round by round. That smoke holding back.
Number 1 hater here? I'm not a hater, bro. I'm just cheering for good Valorant. Go Valorant.
Yeah, Heretics has a very clear plan of what they do this round with.
Don't project your hate onto me, dog.
I know exactly where you
30 seconds left.
11 in the middle of nothing. Okay.
He's trying to play this out. Oh, the faith in the reveal.
Oh.
But Rien's up middle. They brought it back to a 3v3. Benji low, boosted alive, and Rien's there. Levin still fighting, and Levin coming online. We said we
got a fucking game. Holy shit.
Levin after a disastrous first half.
Holy shit.
Fighting his
They're actually
footing when
shooting back.
BBL
What's
needed
happening?
it.
Yeah, that's everything for BBL. And now Operator Economy comes
He
online.
pied and... Wait, what's his score since pie? He might have 10 right now. He might be 10 and 15.
Yeah.
On that attack side, up to 9 already.
If we talk, we will win this game. If we don't talk, we will lose.
Wait, I like that out of him. Is that the guy? Is that Loon? Is that Loon? Who's that? I actually don't know.
Love it. Love it. Oh, it's making me smile because they. Oh,
Yes?
I just want a close game between these two.
Wait, I'm
seemed like
excited,
Heretics in
bro.
that
Hold
round,
on. I like
was
this
trying to say
guy.
that, like, they had a very clear timeout.
Yep.
They were getting a bit complicated, taking A, going back, taking the orb. They were going to do a kind of a Sova ult.
Nah,
Euro
fuck it. I'm
ult
cheering for BBL. I'm
combo
sold.
of some sort.
They
but
got me.
The
They
basics
got
in
me.
that round, the fundamentals, just checking those corners, having the util there to check the corners just wasn't there.
But keep in mind, do not forget the caliber of player Heretics have. There's always a chance you get a mini boo round. There's a chance you get a Woot
That's
round.
true.
There are options.
Yep.
And BBL need to keep that in mind. Oh my word.
Oh my days.
Looked phenomenal with these knives this game already.
Yeah. I want to see BBL keep this
At least say his name right. How do you say it? Loot?
I mean, it's not an easy task to do, right? Against someone who's got this firepower. But already not wanting to probably approach that B site, already hearing
Levin?
that Odin.
What Levin, bro? It says L-E-W-N. Where you get Levin?
Looking like a B split here for Heretics.
Who's got ult?
Sociable Magnum bunkered in with that Odin and tail ult.
Yeah. You have to
He
get
is
to it soon
Turkish?
enough. There it is.
In
Just
Turkish?
denying
That's
that
Laoon.
access towards site, slowing them down.
What are you talking about, dog?
Now,
No, I'm kidding.
supplementing
I'm
and
kidding.
reinforcing the rotation. And it's site time. Sociable
chill.
gonna spot the barrel as well. This is beautiful. Woot's still alive though. Now he's dead. And now things are looking even better for BBL. Levin even showing off himself here, maybe unnecessarily, but fair play. With 10 seconds, do what you must. Rien's, whoa, making this look not impossible. 5 seconds.
Wait, he has time.
Is a
He has
factor.
time, brother. He
What a
has time,
banging
brother.
Shot from Rien's. Plants online. Is he the one to do it here? 3 bullets. Oh, he lands him. I told you. These players are like no others. They'll get you around like that. The second you thought you were safe,
No
Heretics
way.
remind you who they are.
No
And
way.
it always seems to be Rians in those moments, saving Heretics when they're down in the momentum.
Damn, dog.
They needed that round.
Rien's,
Oh, they
huh?
bloody did. Breaks the 3 rounds back to back for BBL. And look at this one from Rien's. And it felt like it, for BBL, they took their eyes off of who they were facing for a second. These kind of
Holy
individual
fuck.
moments. You get punished. And you can't forget about it now. They should be on red alert,
That
but the ults are coming online.
man.
This
They're
now
rushing A.
changes
They're
the
rushing A.
dynamic,
Pace
and it looks
change.
like it's changed the pace.
Yeah, fast now
Oh,
here. So
big shot, big shot.
coming in for Heretics.
Evan already expecting the dash towards
Oh my
the
God,
site, but he's
friendly,
waiting
brother.
to find the target, but it's Profek again.
Wait, what?
Straight in, but Heretics trading out better.
He heard him.
Brienne's
What
on
happened,
already,
bro?
closed.
What just
Just
happened?
around that corner. It looks like
Does
Brienne's is
anyone
aware.
know?
Oh
Oh
my
my
God, the timing.
God.
Yampy,
This
this
is
is
a
a brutal
kill.
fight.
Oh,
He
he has a
wants
chance.
it, he wins it. And now surrounding on both fronts.
His op on
Sociable
main.
still has utility. He's got his drone. He's got bits to play with here.
No,
he steps
that's
out on his
fucked,
own.
bro.
Boom,
Oh, he's dead.
tucked in towards
Wait,
hell.
who?
This is the critical shot, but Benji doesn't, leaving just Sociable alive.
Why did Yumpy
Hard to
peek
clear
while
this.
he's droning?
But his salvos now. Swings the smoke, doesn't find anything, sends the stun off to the right. He can't handle it. Benji dragging them up to 12. Heretics getting
I
the
feel
gap
like
they
Yumpy should
needed.
wait for
Yeah,
the
I love
drone
that.
for the rockets.
Pace change
Jump
up
spot.
from Heretics there.
I don't know.
After having a big
I'm fucking
scrappy
silver, what do I
round where
know?
BBR are going to be feeling a little bit emotional, maybe talking a little bit what happened last round, how can we counter it, and Heretics not giving them time to think about that, and straight into that A site.
And it all felt safe and secure for a moment, right? We were believing in that
There is a
comeback from
quest
Who am I
BBR.
rooting for now?
complete that
Gap
gives you
getting
the Until
closer.
Next Life music
And then
record.
that
I don't know the
gear
recommended
change.
level for this.
Go
I was over leveled, but I do believe
That
it's probably in the
moment
50s or
showing
60s.
who
From the
Heretics
expedition
are.
flag where you enter, you can talk to this young boy.
Now
And the young boy will
BBL
basically put you on a small little
responding
quest.
kind.
That quest will start with you going to the cave with the crystal resin lady that we were in just a little bit earlier.
With a
And you talk to the
judge.
lady of Sap, just complete that conversation. And once you
What
complete
the
the
fuck is
conversation, you go
brother
back to the
doing?
Spirit Boy.
He's been
And once the
seen.
Spirit Boy here, you complete that conversation with them.
What is
Then
brother
the door
doing?
behind
Smoke
him.
feels almost obvious, but he's still going to stand.
Will open up, and you can follow the path behind him. That'll lead to a boss battle, and you can complete that boss battle as a part of that quest line. And once you complete that, you can fast travel back to the beginning, talk to the boy again, and he will give you the Until Next Life music record. Next up, we're in...
MP with a judge. He's
What
not
the fuck is
stopping.
brother doing?
He's been seen. They
been
know
seen,
he's
though.
here. But can they remove
What is brother
him? Right,
doing?
the smoke feels almost obvious, but he's still going to stand his
Wait,
ground. Takes
how did
away
he still
with
get
good
one?
trade, though. And now the site is under scrutiny. It's under pressure as well.
Don't go
They're
in
trying
that
to
cage.
backfill the space, but they
You're
know they've
dead.
lost control of the site.
Psych.
Mini Boo's there, but they can't hear him. They can't see him. And now they've dealt with him.
Wow.
BBL only losing Yampy after he took one with him. In all that chaos, they step up.
Just praising Heretics for the pace shift, but to do it again against a composition that has that KO knife available, the KO knife just hits all of them. Not able to do anything there off of that Euro ult there, Heretics. Great flood in from BBR.
That's a confidence builder again.
W paid
BBL
actors,
quickly,
but I
okay.
guarantee those four guys,
Breathe.
are
We've
like
still got a
two of them is
chance
like
in this.
cousins of the
Yappy's got
players,
ult
and then
now.
two of them is like their
Two
best
away
friends.
From Sociables. Profek not a million miles away on the other side, pretty far from their ults, pretty far from a full purchase. But do remember how they got back in this game off the back of Rienne's. Two of those Guardians, one with Woot, one with Benji. Sheriff's outside of that. And this looks like a similar piece. We've seen this before.
WA.
This time, no spam in middle.
Give that Guardian over to Rian's again.
Why wouldn't you?
Nah,
I mean, Woot's on 10.
wait, what?
There we
They
go.
heard? What?
Thank you, Whoop.
Oh, it's
They're
Mini Boo.
listening. Coach
they
Minnie's
hear the
back.
casters.
This feels like the pistol round.
Oh my god,
Yes,
it's a
yeah.
movie.
My
It's a
word.
movie.
Oh my god,
Cinema.
hello! There's a lot of players in that smoke!
John Cutie
Levin's
mentioned?
warming up! A feel-good moment for him! And Boo with 5 to find and a ghost.
What do you got for me, Boo Boo?
Face.
Nice try.
His opponents with an in-zone flawless here. We're up to 10 now.
And I was starting to get worried that we're going to have a very one-sided affair. After we bigged it up, it's a beautiful game of Valorant between two good teams. And BBL, they're doing their best to make us not look too stupid.
And a timeout for Heretics here. Maybe time to pull out a set piece and play something in mind here. This is very late in the day and it's a Weber conversation rather than the Niels conversation.
Yeah, Weber usually talks a little bit more in these moments, I feel like. Has a bit more of that kind of mid-round, mid-game adaptation approach, it feels like. I think both go back and forth sometimes.
Yep.
But Weber, very good strategic mind for the game.
How much do you pay for that shout out?
I was thinking about it recently because I watched the podcast with Benji and Neil, and I remembered that, you know, I am friends with these people, so I should probably say nice things sometimes.
Well,
I used to be a competitor, so I actually used to hate them, you know.
got it.
Now I
Now
gotta
you're like, okay.
You know.
No, I think a lot of us have been impressed with what they've been able to achieve. Again, it's not the fact that Heretics were good once, it's the fact that they're getting back to being good. Now, this half, though, is a solid reminder of the fact that BBL are dangerous. You know, we've been talking about them as the dark horses here. Obviously not on the flawless run, but my God, you know, eye test alone, they are passing it. And they are making this work for themselves. It could be all over in a blink of an eye in one round.
I hate this
but for now, they are going toe-to-toe
I
with
do
Heretics
think
and
there's
making them
a
work
chance.
for their dinner.
Yeah,
I'll just say what I think, actually.
The explosivity from the double
I feel like I am a jinx.
Heretics might
So what I
need
say
to
won't
now
happen.
adapt and play a little bit more.
Do I think this goes OT? Probably not.
Isn't as good
That's what I think, actually.
Feel it out.
I think actually probably not.
Seeing the outlaw round
That's the truth. I'll just give my real answer.
See the
And I
light
can't do
shields on
anything
the other
after
side,
that.
so this is big investment and probably a
It's the Odin Towers
I
play.
think it's fake comeback.
Oh, that's unlucky from Perfect.
couple nice looks from them. I've been impressed again with BBL. These all like set pieces. 11 though now going to be the one to wait and see. Are they committing? They are. You can already see him out on side.
Wow, he got one.
And goodbye. A quick trade for Benji.
Reans
Leaves this
again
now
through
available.
smoke?
Ult to come
No.
through, and they've got a lurk
They know
in
he's
middle.
there. Wow.
Oh, big shot from Yampy opens up the retake now.
They have
3v3.
KO ults. That's
His
it.
ult could be key
They have
in
one
this one.
Euro flash.
Changing out back to the Vandal. And on site you've got Mini Boo, Benji waiting.
Wait, I have a question after.
Ult comes in. BBL getting closer, Haunts there, Prowler's there, Magnum sends it in.
Holy
Benji looking for it, but he's
fuck.
blinded, he can't remove this,
People
they've got to
die.
get going now though.
Somebody did.
Time running short,
Benji.
again finds
Wow.
Prophet. It's all
It's over.
down to
Damn.
Yampy who falls.
Nice try, fake comeback.
Heretics, you can pressure them, you can get the map close, but it doesn't mean you're going to win it. 13-10, but what a great first match.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
beautiful
what I thought
first map.
too.
We
But
highlighted this is the map that
I mean, at least they had a comeback. It's
could
good for a
punish
warm up.
Heretics on, and we didn't know what to expect from Heretics. Great first half from them, and getting over the line in the end on not their map pick.
Yeah, if this is the
Damn, they got
sign of
jackets
things
and
to come,
shit.
I cannot wait for Icebox. So don't go too far away.
GG. Map 1. Map 2. Ice. Oh, let's hear this.
We're so good.
Nice! Let's go.
Very clean, boys. Let's go.
Ah! What's up? What? Bro.
Is that after Rian's clutch?
You are the best player in the world.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
All right, GG map 1. I was gonna say, shouldn't they like? I know it says EMEA for the keybinds. Shouldn't they just have the players' keybinds show? Or would that be too confusing if they changed POVs and it showed it? Like for every player different. Too confusing, right? Yeah. In my opinion, to the casual viewer, it's confusing that they have the region there. They should just have the default binds there instead. Like, everyone knows what region we're watching. They should just have default binds there. What's up, Texas? Casual viewers aren't dumb. I didn't say they're dumb, bro. They're just, it's just, whatever. Fuck it, I give up.